Today we'll show you how to install the REESE Sidewinder, part number 69220. Specifically designed for today's short bed pickups, this premium replacement pin box is the ultimate short bed towing solution. With its patent-pending design, it automatically eliminates turning and clearance headaches, allowing you to make 90-degree turns without ever having to leave your truck. Before beginning the installation, be sure to familiarize yourself with all the parts included in the instructions. During this installation, we will be using the following tools. Begin the installation by placing wheel chocks firmly against both the front and rear trailer wheels and remove the safety lanyard, breakaway switch, and original equipment manufacturer pin box from the fifth wheel trailer. Once the trailer's original pin box is removed, you will need to determine the proper bolt hole locations for mounting the REESE Sidewinder to the fifth wheel's trailer's wing set. The Sidewinder is uniquely designed to fit a variety of wing set mounting patterns, including the turning point and rhino bolt hole patterns on many Lippert trailer frames. Use the guide provided in the installation instructions to determine the correct mounting position for your application. The height of the Sidewinder should be adjusted in the trailer's wing set so that there is a minimum of 6 inches of clearance between the top of the truck's bed and the underside of the front of the fifth wheel trailer. A minimum clearance of 2 feet between the truck's bumper and trailer is also required. Once the proper location is determined, lift the Sidewinder into place, aligning its bolt holes with the mounting holes on the trailer's wings. This is easier with a second set of hands. Thread the 5/8 bolts and flat washers through these aligned holes. Then fasten them with the included conical washers and nuts. After all the hardware is in place, use a torque wrench to tighten the fasteners to 210 foot-pounds. Using the provided hole on the side of the turret, reinstall the breakaway switch. Next, we will attach the wedge to the wedge carrier on the bottom of the Sidewinder. Begin by removing the wedge from the storage position. To determine the correct wedge and orientation for your towing setup, use this chart. All wedges have 2 sides. One end has 1 weld and the other end has 2 welds. Using the provided bolts and nuts, thread the wedge onto the wedge carrier. Once the wedge is firmly in place, torque the bolts to 200 foot-pounds. Next, we'll hitch the trailer to the truck. For initial hookup, you'll need to move the Sidewinder's wedge to the position furthest from the kingpin. Do this by turning the rotating handle found on the underside of the pin box counterclockwise. This will ensure that the kingpin engages with the fifth wheel hitch when coupling. Use the trailer's jack to adjust its height so the bottom of the Sidewinder is 1/2 to 1 inch below the hitch skid plate. Then couple the fifth wheel hitch to the Sidewinder. During the hitching process, the bottom of the pin box should come in contact with the hitch's skid plate ramp. Now we'll adjust the Sidewinder's wedge fitment. For the best fit, assure that when coupled, the center of the fifth wheel hitch aligns with the center of the Sidewinder's turret. Once everything is connected, locate the rotating handle under the pin box and turn it clockwise until the Sidewinder's wedge is tight against the fifth wheel's funnel. Then insert the locking pin into the rotating handle to secure. With the wedge now in place, moving the truck slightly forward may allow you to turn the rotating handle one additional time to ensure an even tighter fit between the wedge and the fifth wheel's funnel. Be sure that when moving the truck, it remains coupled to the trailer. Once all the connections have been secured, raise the trailer's landing gear. Check and inspect all electrical circuits for proper operation. Remove the wheel chocks and you're ready to tow. This wraps up the installation for the REESE Sidewinder, part number 69220. For more information on this and other great products from Reese, visit reeseproducts.com.